Who was Plato? A kid from ancient Greece who loved asking big questions. Let's travel back in time and find out. Plato was born in Athens, a busy city of temples and markets. He came from a rich family, but instead of loving fancy things, Plato loved to think. Little Plato asked questions all day long. Why are we here? What is good? How can people be fair and kind? The grown-ups didn't always know the answers, but Plato kept wondering. As a young man, he met a wise teacher named Socrates. Socrates didn't give answers. He asked more questions. Plato followed him around, listening and learning every day. Socrates taught him to never be afraid of asking why. Why is something right? Why is something wrong? They talked in the streets and in the marketplace. Plato lived in a time of change and arguments in Athens. People disagreed about rules and leaders. All this made him think even more about justice and fairness. After Socrates was gone, Plato wanted to keep his teacher's ideas alive, so he wrote stories called dialogues. In them, people talk, wonder, and argue, just like real thinkers. He became a philosopher. A philosopher is a person who loves wisdom, someone who thinks deeply about life, truth, kindness, and how to be a good person. Plato didn't just stay in Athens. He traveled to learn from different people. He heard new stories, new beliefs, new ideas, and mixed them into his own thinking recipes. He started a special school called the Academy. It was one of the first schools of philosophy in the world. Students came to learn, talk, and ask questions. At the Academy, students didn't just memorize facts. They asked questions about math, science, stars, and goodness. Plato wanted them to think for themselves. Plato believed there was a special world of perfect ideas. He thought things like perfect goodness and perfect circles existed in our minds, even if we can't see them. He told a famous story about a dark cave. People only saw shadows on the wall. One person escaped, saw the bright world outside, and came back to tell the others. One of Plato's students was a smart young man named Aristotle. So Plato learned from Socrates, then Aristotle learned from Plato. It's like a chain of teachers. Plato lived over 2,000 years ago, but people still read his books today. Teachers, students, and thinkers around the world talk about his ideas. Fun fact, Plato might mean broad. Maybe he had broad shoulders or a big, broad mind. His academy was so famous, the word academy still means school today. Thanks for traveling back in time with us to meet Plato. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to PastPorts Kids, and tap the bell so you never miss a trip to the past. See you in the next adventure.